Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome to
Tramama House. I'm Wen.
And I'm So. Ooh. Also, we're sexy schoolgirls today, you see?
That's funny.
Anyways, yeah. It's cute. We're cute, comfy, and warm. And so we're so grateful to be here. And yeah, there's just so many things to be grateful for, you know? Mm-hmm. It's like when we feel the cold, because it's cold in her house. It's like then you appreciate the warmth. And sometimes, you know, when it's summer and it's too hot, it's like, dang, now I will really appreciate AC when I have it, you know? This morning, I woke up with like a clogged nose a little bit on one nostril. So I moved to the other side and then went to the other side. I was like, wow, I'm so grateful when I do have both nose nostrils working. But anyways, that's sort of to help with the transition.
Okay.
With the whole, like, you know, like when people be thinking that our life is just easy. I don't know if it's because we try to live soft girl lives, because that's definitely my aspiration. Like, I want to be softer. I know Mom always tells us to calm down is what she would say, like if we're too enthusiastic and stuff. But really, I think she just wants us to well, actually, no, she doesn't.
Yeah, no, I don't like it when she does that.
I don't like it either, but I'm
like we'll say something funny and then we'll laugh and then she'll be like, calm down. And we'll be like, all we're doing is laughing about something.
Right.
Like, she always wants us to calm down.
Yeah. Dude, my transitions are not it today, but there was a reason why I brought that up.
Yeah, why did you bring it up?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. But basically, yeah, I mean, you know, things aren't always easy, but I guess we make it look easy just because of who we are.
Some angry person is watching this right now. They think they're all that. So they think that they make it look easy.
My question is, what's wrong with someone thinking that they're all that?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't affect anybody else. If someone is confident in themselves, why does that affect you?
Because that means that you're not going to take the bullshit.
But still, how does that affect you?
Because that means that they're not going to, you're not going to receive the bullshit that they have ready to give you. Like, damn it, this person thinks highly of themselves. But isn't that stupid, though? Because I want the same thing. Like, what am I doing that makes you so uncomfortable? I'm just not dealing with that.
Yeah. I wonder if people feel like they don't have permission because you gave yourself permission, they need permission. Mm-hmm. But like we said earlier, you have our permission. You can be confident in who you are. I do remember like a moment in the past when I would like envy women who I thought were confident. And I wanted that too, but it wasn't because I don't think they shouldn't, but it's because I want to be too, and we were taught that that was like selfish and evil and bad and sinful, when really it's just loving yourself, knowing who you are, knowing your value.
I would agree. Like, there was a time in my life where if I noticed like confidence in someone, it would trigger a little bit of intimidation from me, or like envy, like, oh, I wish I had that audacity, but I don't. I'm not granted permission to be that. But you're one decision away from being that. All you gotta do is decide to be that. But I also never were mad at them that they were that. I never felt like, oh, hey, confident girl, you need to not be so confident. Which is what I feel like people try to do with us sometimes. And I don't like that. Like, go ahead and hate on it, but don't try to convince me to not think highly of myself.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
why does it bother them that we are this?
Right.
Well, sometimes people think that we be making it look easy with just how we are and who we are. But I feel like oftentimes people just look at the aftermath, the reward of things, but they didn't see what we went through to get to where we are. And yeah, I mean, it's not easy. Like, we went through hell and back to get to where we are. And it's, you know, it's our story. It's not for other people to really understand and to know. It doesn't matter, but it's just the truth, you know? Like, we went through a lot. It didn't come so easily. Yeah.
It used to really, really anger me when people would be like, because, you know, we talked about this where someone was like, you lived your life, you were fed with a silver spoon, life was given to you on a silver platter. And for a long time, I used to be so mad about that. Like, I worked so hard for this. Everything I have is because I did it. And then one day it dawned on me, like, oh, I make it look easy? Then everyone should have it then. Like, if it's so easy, everyone should have it. But, you know?
That person seemed jealous, though. Like, that they wanted to and they didn't have it, but they think you have it and had it so easily.
Like, it was just given to me. And that's why they don't have it.
They want you to struggle like they did, and they do.
That's crazy. I would never want someone to struggle like me.
Yeah, and that's not love.
It's not.
Yeah. Like if you knew what you went through was hard and you love someone, you would want to give them all the wisdom that you have. I feel like that's what we're doing through Chimama House. We've been through it. This is why we're talking about it. To help any of y'all who are dealing with similar things so that you guys could get through it too. I don't think people see that.
I think a lot of people don't. And I feel like it's easier. I realized that I told this person it's easier to blame me for being given something like a handout, because that means that that's why you don't have it. It's hard to say that like I really worked hard for certain things, and also not to say that like I picked up my boots by the bootstraps, and this can be for everyone. But I'm saying to say like in your capacity to do certain things, you have to do it. I think it's unfair to say that someone was just simply given something and that's why they have it. And I think that's why it was easy for this person to discredit me. I think it's also like a cop-out, because this was a man who was telling me, he was just like, everything's been given to you. You never had to work hard for anything in your life. And I'm like, okay. Once upon a time, I would have sat here and explained it like, no one gave me this, no one gave me that, no one did. But it's also like, I start from ground zero and I'm not going to elaborate.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah, keep your peace. And I think because he's so insecure too, like people are really just projecting, because he was probably like, as in you got everything. It's as in he thought other men were giving it to you, doing it all for you.
And that's not the case. But if it was, why would you be mad about that?
Yeah, wouldn't you be like, yeah, you deserve
like,
it all,
yeah, girl,
baby girl.
I want to give you everything, right? But it was like he was jealous that he wasn't getting it from other men, and that's weird. But
oh man, if only if people knew what the struggle was. You want this reward? Do you want to go through the sacrifices that we went through?
They're not ready for that.
It was hard. Like honestly, the mindset that we have is because of our lived experiences, Like it's different for both me and you.
We've gone through different things. Like we're reaping different things, different seasons. I never think that what someone has is because it was only given to them. Yes, obviously there are certain things like privilege, right, where you didn't earn it, you didn't work for it, but there's also a lot of work behind the scenes that people do not understand, and I'm okay with that. I think it ties a lot in with our last video of not having to prove yourself to anyone. So what about you make it look easy.
I do.
Yeah, people I know it's not easy because I know you and I know the sacrifices you make, but
I feel like I don't really hear from people, so I don't know if they think I make it look easy or hard.
Well, then why the hell do they keep telling me? And I'm like,
I don't know.
I don't know what I do that makes it look easy. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe they're like, oh, she's like an Instagram model.
I force myself to go to the gym. I force myself to wake up and work. Like, it's like, it's not like, it's crazy. Even the ability to look at myself in the mirror and be happy and to go to bed without with a clear conscience, I worked for that. I did that, and I'm proud to say that. And that's also why I think highly of myself, is because I understand the investment that was made into who I am, and I see a lot of work in you too. And so I guess I don't know.
Ooh, the journey wasn't easy, but when you're true to who you are, then it becomes easy.
Okay, period.
Yeah, like when you were talking, it made me think of that. Like I said earlier, it takes so much more work to be something you're not, or to be something that other people say that you should be like. But when you let go of all that, and honestly, it's so painful because it's like you're dying to yourself, honestly. You really go through hell and back. You lose everything. You're stripped of everything, and it's so painful and it hurts. But you get through it and you rise back up. And that's the beauty. That's the beautiful part. Everybody wants to see someone who, well, not everyone, but everyone wants to rise up. But the process of it is not easy, because guess what? You got to die first. And so, yeah, we may make it look easy, but this is just the aftermath of the dying and the rising. And so yes, maybe now it looks easy because now we're actually true to who we are.
This should be making me so angry because everyone loves an underdog story, right? But nobody loves an underdog in the making. Everyone like tears that person down, like you don't have real struggles. Or something I hear about me and you is that like you don't have kids, you don't have a husband, like it should be easy, you guys don't have. And it's like we still have our own lives. Like I feel like an underdog in the making is very, very easily discredited, but everyone wants to pretend like when that underdog was going through the process of becoming the GOAT, that everyone was there supporting it. It's just absolutely not true.
I wonder too if a big part of it all is social media, because when we are on social media, like everyone, who wants to put that they are struggling, you know? And so I think when we share
Yeah,
our
I'll be
life,
open as fuck.
we do be open,
Yeah.
especially on with our channel and our community.
Yeah.
But like outside looking in, it's like, oh, it looks like they have it all together. Little do they know, sometimes we have our highs and lows, and we do struggle sometimes, you know. But it doesn't mean you're gonna stay there. It's just a part of life. But I feel like it is easy to look at, you know, from the outside and be like, oh, they make being single look so fun and easy, or you know what I mean?
It is fun.
It is fun.
Easy. Well, maybe not always easy, but
We love it. But also, like, everything is not black and white. You know, being single is not, being in a relationship
Right.
is not.
right.
You know, every season of life comes with its own lessons.
So I'm surprised you haven't gotten that very much, because if I didn't know you and I was assuming your life from the outside of what people do with me, I would also think that like you have it easy, that you live, you know, a very, very privileged life, because you're beautiful, you're smart, right? You're well traveled. You're all these things that people think I am too. And it's like, it used to really make me mad. But I'm also at a point now where it just like makes me like, okay, when you make it look easy.
It kind of makes me chuckle. Like,
It makes me chuckle
Aw.
too. Like, you think so? That's so cute. I need to think of myself more like that.
yeah, like maybe it is a compliment.
It is a compliment.
Yeah, like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, we did work really hard to be able to live a soft girl life.
Yeah. And I think something that is like even more wonderful is when people assume it's been given to us by certain things, right? But to know that like I gave it to myself is something that I feel so much more accomplished and fulfilled on.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Right?
Yeah. But it's like, oh, we went through so much to be able to be where we are. Like for me, it's like, I'm not going to let anybody make me feel bad for resting.
Yeah.
This is my time, because even resting has its own timing. Like this is your season of life now. It doesn't mean the next season of life that you will get to do this. So cherish it. Every season is so different.
It is.
It's not easy, but yeah, I love that. Like what you said, like it's us. It's we were the ones who put in the hard work to be able to live the life that we have. Nobody else did it for us.
Yeah.
And nobody else could.
I wish
Really?
people understood that. Like, honestly, you don't know something that you don't know, right? I know when people travel, I know what it took. I know that you planned. I know that you saved money. I know that you put stuff into it. When people are in a relationship, I know that they're working hard. For me, I feel like I worked very hard on my discipline to be able to have a good routine, to be able to do certain things that I don't want to do. It's been a lot of work too. But like I told this person, I was like, you're upset that I didn't labor, that I didn't break myself to do that. And that's why you don't think that I worked hard for it. Because to certain people, hard work is back-breaking work. It's physical labor. I think meditation, reflecting, being introspective, that is also work. But that's work on a spiritual and mental level that a lot of people are not willing to do.
Because you really got to face the hard truths. Yeah, you got to come face to face with the darkness.
Yeah. Which is why, like, even with you saying, like, you got to come face to face with the darkness, there's so much to overcome. Which is like when people say that, like, you didn't go through anything, everything was given to you. Like, who overcame that for me? Tell me. But also, I'm not explaining myself to anyone. It's like, if you haven't overcome your demons, you will never understand what it's like to overcome demons. Yeah. It just is what it is.
Yeah. People in my life, especially even people who were close to me, they would always tell me, like, you're so sensitive, like it's such an insult, like it's such a bad thing. My sensitivity and my ability to dig deep has been my guide. It's helped me throughout life.
Yeah.
My entire life. I really enjoy digging deep because it helped me to better understand myself and love myself, because nobody else did. I'm gonna do it for me. And so, you know, for the longest, I think I wanted our family to do that too, which is why when we would gather around, for the longest, I'd be like, hey guys, let's have deep conversations. And they would dread it. But I'm like, that's the hard stuff. And of course they don't like it. Like, that's the hard, uncomfortable stuff that I went through to have an easier, softer life. Because if you don't go through that and you continuously suppress it, it's going to come back. It doesn't go away. It's going to come back. You're just prolonging that.
Dang.
No wonder it's really hard for people. And that's why to us it looks easy, because we've done the really hard work. We're still doing it. It's not just a one-time thing. It's a journey. We're continuing to do it.
You know, with you talking about like us having the hard conversations and doing certain things, I think that just made me realize that like they don't view that as like something necessary. a hard work that you got to do. Like, who really wants to do dishes every day? Who really wants to do laundry? Who really wants to do all those things all the time? You don't do it because you want to. You do it because it's necessary. And like, so those hard conversations we have, I think they think we enjoy it, like eating candy, but it's part of what is necessary for growth. And because they refuse to do it, then they don't get the benefits of it, which we do because we have it.
I do enjoy it too. I feel like
I
it's
enjoy it
very
as well.
fulfilling. But you're right. Like if they don't find meaning in that and they don't
Yeah.
value it, it's a waste of time then. They don't want to, and I learned to just let that go. Like just because I value it doesn't mean they will.
Right.
But also like if you're gonna value how easy it is for us, then also value what it took for us to get here as well.
Yeah.
Everything is just not just what you see. Everything's actually so deep. That's why I like to get deep, because everything is deep.
Everything is so spiritual, y'all. It's so beyond the physical material realm. Which also makes me think, like, everything we do is with intention. I forgot who said this, but he was like, everything I do is with passion. The way I put my socks on is with passion. And it's like, that's very us. Like, we have these conversations with the expectation that it increases us as an individual, as a soul. And a lot of people don't have that. So then they don't consider it hard work. But if I was to go to work and like really injure myself, no one will doubt me that was hard work. It's like I got to destroy my body to be able to prove that I did something that was hard work. That's just pro-labor.
This reminds me of like our internalizer, externalizer video kind of, because it's like, well, we internalize it, so then it looks easy. But then if we externalize it, then it's like you're externalizing, you know? So it's like, oh my gosh, just let me be.
Oh my gosh. And then speaking of that reminds me of the video we just recorded about like you cannot convince someone of what they don't think that you are. So when we tell someone, no, we worked hard, but they're already convinced, like, no, you didn't. There's no amount of explaining we could do that would get them to understand that we've done a lot to get here.
Yeah. Because this channel is for me and you, ultimately for us. Like I do want to take the time to talk about and acknowledge like what we went through. So this is not us trying to prove what we went through, but like acknowledging, because I'm like, I often sit back and think about what we did go through to get to where we are. Like a lot of painful nights where we cried, like I will never forget, you know. And it was just, it's not like we were always there for each other too. It's in moments where it was just you and God. That's it. Like no one else knows, but it's only you, really. Yeah.
This video is gonna be 8 hours long, but it's true. We have gone through a lot. And how about you start then? Because I would like to know. I think it's also important for our viewers to know that like when you hear what we've been through, it's not for us. We're not flexing. It's we've overcome it. This is an example of something that is possible, and it is possible for you as well.
Yeah. So last night you and I stayed up to like 12 a.m. talking, and I was sharing with you like, oh my gosh, for so long, like I didn't know how to just be alone and to just love my own company. And now I love it. And I know that maybe it seems easy. If I weren't me and I was outside looking in, I'd be like, wow, why she like being alone so much? Like she makes it look so easy. But I'm like, I just love it because I'm a whole vibe. Like I have fun.
She is a party.
By myself wherever I am. But also the pain, the darkest nights, it was hard. But it's like, it led me to where I am now. Like, oh my gosh. It took several years. Like I specifically remember 2019, such a low, dark point in my life where I couldn't look at myself in the mirror. I hated who I was. I didn't like being alone. I didn't know how to be, but I was forced to be. I was in college. I was away from family. I was in a long distance relationship that was really toxic. I couldn't help, but I just had to be, I had to face my darkness. And
you were in college.
Yeah. And I just practiced it. Like I just was like, okay, I didn't look at mirrors, but I'm like, okay, it's just me.
Yeah.
It's just me. And I went several nights crying. But it led me to where I am. If I didn't feel the darkness and feel the loneliness, I would not have appreciated my company, my presence, my joy. And so it took so much pain. I think oftentimes when people look at us and see how amazing single life is, it's like there's also pain that led to the joy of being single, you know? Because it doesn't mean that like, you're never lonely.
Yeah. You definitely don't look like where you came from, right? Like looking at you from the outside, it wouldn't be like, oh, in 2019, she suffered. You don't look like that. And I wonder if you looked more like you were suffering, that people would believe you.
No, I sure did look like a mess.
But it's like people now, like if we're going through a hard time right now and we told one of our siblings, they'd be like, no, you're fine, you look fine. It's like, but I'm going through it right now. So I'm glad that, you know, you're able to come out of that so much stronger and better.
Yeah. I sure did come out to our family recently about how much I was struggling, and
I wish I was there when that
I felt
happened.
so vulnerable, but that's okay because I can't change the past. But yeah, it's like, wow. Even just like a few months ago, just to be transparent, like I was struggling. I swear it was like one of the hardest times in my life. But I'm like, I was born just by myself. I came here by myself. I'm gonna leave by myself. So some things I just gotta deal with by myself, and then you end up doing it. Like I think we are more resilient than we know.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Damn,
And you don't have to be that deep.
That was sad. No,
It could be basic things, you know?
We've both gone through a lot. I think kind of like you. I think once you reach like your late 20s or your 30s, you have a crucial moment in your life where it was very, very dark. And it is a make or break point. Are you going to choose to stay this person, or are you going to die to who you are and become your new self? And so it seems like in that time you became a new person, and obviously you continue to become new people as you go on. So for me, it was 2022. I will never stop talking about 2022 because that was like, if you're looking at a plot, right, it was like the climax. Something was going to change, and it was like, I remember I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, you're going to either die in this situation, you're never going to leave and you're going to die, or you're going to get a grip and you're going to move on with your life. But that meant losing everything, y'all. I didn't have $1. I had absolutely nothing. I can stay in the situation and just be stagnant and be comfortable, or I can lose everything and start over. And choosing to start over, I don't think people realize how difficult that is. Starting over, leaving someone that you love, that you never imagined your life with, moving into a new place with new, it was just a whole new life for me. And I didn't, also at that time, I think you guys all knew I was going through it. I didn't fully realize it at that time. So even as I was struggling, I didn't know I was struggling. But looking back, it's very obvious. I was definitely depressed. I couldn't do anything. I wasn't eating anything. I guess even as I'm talking about it, it sounds easy. Honestly, even when you're talking about it, it sounds like, oh, so went through a lot. Oh, I went through a lot. It's hard to explain in words how much we went through. But it's like to go through your own moment where you thought you wasn't gonna make it out, and you make it out, and someone tells you about this, you're like, I remember being in a similar position like that. Yeah. And that's where I'm at.
Also, hang in there if you're in there.
Yeah.
And trust yourself. Man, because I sure was just in a hard moment, But I'm like, I guess it's because we're not so outwardly open with all of our struggles.
Dude, but
like, do y'all want us to be? Like, not that we will just because y'all want us to be, but jeez.
Yeah, like, you know how you were like, we don't look like outwardly struggling? But even when you have come out crying to our family, that is outwardly struggling.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that ever again.
You're still not getting the same understanding, like, wow, you've built this brick by brick. Like, I'm proud of you.
A part of me is like, I'm just glad they didn't laugh at me like mom did. Oh my God.
Our family is so interesting, dude.
But yeah, no, it's not easy. Like, I literally just quit my job after 4.5 years. It was stressful. Like, why would I... Like, maybe they want to look like a hot mess. But I'm like, dude, it was so stressful. But, yeah, you just got to hang in there because what you going to do about it? You could leave. And then I left.
You're never going to suffer right enough for people who think that you got it good. And you're never going to be bad enough for people who think that you are good. You'll never be perfectly something for someone. You just have to find people who accept you for who you are.
Yeah, just be true to yourself because that's so freeing, I'm telling you.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's so freeing.
Because I would never think that, like, oh, you make it look easy. Like, oh, your life is easy. You're not struggling. It's like, oh, no. I just let you be you. I don't know why people have us in this little box.
We be humbled, okay? Like, do you see the car that I drive? Oh, my gosh. It keeps me humble and grateful. I'm so grateful.
My car, too. And my place is cold right now. So, I mean, we're very humbled. I honestly don't like it when people try to humble me because in the Bible, it even says those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. And it's like, when someone tries to humble me, I'm like, don't even start.
And also, well, for me, I'm like, I'm already humbled, so I'm grateful for what I have. Like, I'm already humbled. I know that sounds prideful to say, but it's like, I'm okay with what I have.
Yeah, same.
Like, I'm not, like, if someone's like, ew, your ragged car, I'm like, yeah, I know. But it works. It's reliable. I love it. It's lasting me long.
Point B.
Yeah. I love my little baby. That's my first car ever, and I still have it.
You know, when people say certain things about us, I be thinking like, damn, how are you going to judge me and be wrong? How about you suck at this.
Or judge me and expect it to hurt me when I'm like, okay, and...
Ooh, maybe that's why they be mad when we judge them correctly. Because I'm never judging wrongly. Oh, I'm not saying that I'm perfect in all my thoughts, but I'm not going to have a thought until there's some sort of affirmation with it. I'm not just going to make up like, that person is not struggling. But if I catch you in a lie consistently, I could be like, my judgment is going to be, I cannot trust this person. Their word is not valuable.
Also, it's sometimes crazy that people would think that we have it so easy because, like, we, especially as siblings, we know the childhood we had growing up. Not only, like, emotionally, but also, like, our most basic needs, like, physically. We saw our parents struggle. Like, we passed down clothes. Like, we barely, like, we had food. We were always provided for, but, like, we had to eat really on the low to be able to survive.
Holmes, we had our basic needs. The most basic of the basics.
Yeah. Rice, water, brown sugar bar. Bread, sugar.
Holmes.
Also, when I was in college, I ate bread with sugar, okay? To survive.
And she didn't tell us.
And Migo ring. Like, sometimes that's all you...
Hey, you rich if you eat Migo ring.
It was cheaper then.
Oh.
That was 10 years ago.
I was thinking about... I don't know if y'all know, but I work from home. And so I don't work with my colleagues in person. But... you know, once or twice a year, I have a meeting, and I told you that I accidentally info slutted myself by telling too much because we're all like litty. And one of my colleagues goes, "When you are such a beautiful person, like I bet your parents are so proud of you." I was like, "Oh no, I don't have any parents." What do you mean? I was like, "Oh, my dad died when I was little. My mom doesn't want to talk to me, and so she just don't have certain conversations, and it's fine." They're like, "Oh my gosh!" And they started crying, you guys.
Oh, I didn't know they cried.
Yeah, she was crying. Like, she was hugging me. She's like, "You're amazing. You're this, you're that." Like, and so they're all like, "You've been through so much." It's like these people who don't know me will be like, "You've been through so much." And there are people who know me who be like, "You didn't work hard for this." Like, it's so insane to me, the idea people have of us and what struggling is. Sometimes I don't got words for it.
Yeah. Okay, just to piggyback off of that, when I used to work, my coworkers, I feel like I got some maternal love from them that I didn't get from mom. And then also randomly, like when I process having been in social work, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm not the only one that is in social work for a reason. When I see and get to know them, I'm like, okay, I could see why this person chose social work. Like we're all kind of just tending to our inner child. Wow. Like I don't know their full story, but I'm like, oh, there's a reason why you became a social worker. And I think sometimes we may forget to look more in depth about a person and we just stick with this, like, oh, well, okay, they're just a social worker. But it's like, no, what made you become a social worker? And not to say that all social workers are in that career for a purpose, like a deeper purpose, but like some are really great and they really do it because they love it. And I'm like, not just social workers, but like even ask yourself, why do you do what you do? Why do you say what you say? Who are you? And why are you the way that you are? Everything is deep.
Everything is deep. I think it's because we look so deeply that we can see the depth in others. And I'm not mad that they can't see the depth, but I don't like being assumed. And then that's when I texted you and our other sister, like, I don't like being perceived at all. I don't even want people looking at me. Don't think anything about me. Just leave any thoughts that regard me out of your head. Because people are so wrong about me all the time. And I don't want to go on and on about how wrong people are, but it's like, I'm wrong about people too. And that's why when I don't know something, I don't think anything. I just don't think a thing because nothing is as you think. Facades are just not accurate. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I do judge people when I don't know them. Like, you know how like someone Okay, I don't hold grudges, but sometimes it's there. Like,
I actually don't relate to this, so I want to
like,
know more.
You know, like when someone did you bogus years ago? But
Okay.
it's like, and I don't know you anymore now.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to be like, no, I don't even want to get to know you because, like, I don't got a grudge against you, but for you to have done that, I don't give two fucks about you and who you are now. Like, I don't. Yeah, and so
No,
and
that's
also,
fair. That's fair.
Also, if someone did you bogus, I'm like, I don't know you, but fuck you, and I don't care two fucks about you either. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's what I mean.
I feel you. I don't really think that's holding a grudge. I think that is just you accepting who they were at that time, and you don't need to want to communicate with them again.
Yeah.
Although I am convinced they'd be watching our channels. No one in particular, but I feel like a lot of people from the past. I think we don't suffer hard enough for some people. Like, we're not in the way that they expect us to.
Oh, like they want us to be like homeless.
Yes, like
what?
Like if we were suffering hard enough for people, they wouldn't tell us that. Like, you make it look easy. Which in other words means like you almost don't deserve to be doing as well as you are. That's what it seems like to me.
People be too all up in our business. Even without us having had started your mama house, people always been all up in our business.
Bro.
So you know what? That's why we're here. We're an open book. You can watch our videos. That's fine.
One of my guy friends texted me. It was something like, "Oh, yeah, your channel, something." I was like, why do you know about my channel? You don't subscribe or support at all. I think people are afraid to support something that...
Because we sound crazy. Like, I know we sound crazy sometimes.
I don't think we sound crazy.
Come on now.
Oh.
To people who think normal like everybody else,
I mean, I suppose.
I think we sound crazy.
But all we're saying is that, like, just speak the truth. Like, just be true to who you are. Like,
and that's crazy to people who are so used to living lies just because it's the norm.
It is crazy, but that's stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't hold it against my friend though, because I'm like, well, whatever.
I don't hold it against them either, but it definitely leaves a bitter taste in my mouth because considering some of these people are people who will like message Drake happy birthday on his birthday, like these people don't give a damn about you. You don't know them.
Yeah, I remember when there was this old friend who I cut off and she was like, yeah, I decided to unfollow you guys because people kept coming to me asking why I was supporting you.
And like I'd be telling people, come ask us in person when you see us.
Yeah,
I love that. Like, let's have the conversation. Why do people do that?
It's weird.
I don't know what we could do to struggle. What does the struggle look like?
They want us to look ugly. They want us to not be smart. They want us to not speak. They want us to not exist. Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah.
All right. Okay. We're gonna do a struggle scene.
Okay.
Should we do a struggle scene?
Okay. Yeah. For those who want us
Yeah.
to appear.
This is what they want us to appear like.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
So go ahead.
I'm so sad.
Okay, I'm sadder.
Like, oh my gosh, I lost. Wait, this is real though. I lost everything, and like, I don't even know.
My car got repoed, and my socks have holes in them.
I had 3 boyfriends. They all cheated on me.
Oh no! And then I had a boyfriend. I kept cheating on him because I don't know what kind of karma he did to deserve that.
Oh my gosh. My family doesn't love me. Oh wait,
what
that's
is
true.
all yours sound true, bro?
Yeah, so my family doesn't love me, and I'm jobless, and
my house got mice,
and a lot of insects. And
oh god,
what are those things? Those the things you saw?
Cockroaches.
No, the things you saw. My house got possums.
Dude, I was face to face with a possum the other day. It was like right here,
and I got scammed.
I got cheated on by an ugly dude. He was so short and ugly and broke.
And I got too drunk. I don't even know everything. No, not you. I'm talking about me.
Me too.
I got too drunk a while ago, and
oh man,
yeah,
well, that's depressing.
And then you realize hearing someone's struggles doesn't make yours any less.
Yeah. And if you don't think they're struggling anyway, they're gonna tell you all these things. You're not gonna believe them anyway.
Yeah. So just be true to who you are.
Yeah.
And live life, flow with life. You know, it's not always easy. It sure does get depressing. I get depressed. But it is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
It just, what can you do? Flow with it. The worst thing that could happen is you die, and then that's not also so bad. So that is actually, and I'm saying this because this comforts me. Is that bad?
Elaborate. I think this is an idea that a lot of people don't know that they can have, or that they, and this is in no way like encouraging unaliving yourself, but share with us like your take on how that's comforted you.
It's actually helped me.
Okay.
Like sometimes the pain is so big I'd rather die, and it's not like I'm suicidal, but it's like, well, I feel like I've lost everything. But it's like, okay, so then you have everything to gain. And so, but it's like, but I'm scared. Like, I'm scared of taking the risk of pursuing my dreams and doing what I've actually been wanting for a long time. But then we become anxious about like the fears and what might happen. But then it's like, okay, well, what might happen? You might die. And, but it's like, oh, well, I already died. How can I be hurt even more? Like, I've already experienced, like I said, I went through hell and back. And it's like, oh, okay. And then, but are you okay? Did you die? It's like, no. So you survived? Okay, yeah. And then it's like, oh, I'm okay. I'm going to always be okay.
Okay.
Even through the worst. So that's why I said that helps me.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't like physically die, I've literally felt like I died. And so it's like, but you're okay.
Death can be comforting too. Like, I can see where that,
it's the only guaranteed thing for all of us. So that's why I'm like, okay, I don't need to rush it. But like, if I know it's going to come, then I should live my life. I should be present. That's what I mean by, the worst thing that could happen is death. But also, that's not even bad either. Death is a part of life. Isn't that crazy? You can't have life without death. You can't have death without life.
They're almost, they're like best friends. I want to add to that because I have a different view of death and how it encouraged me to live. Because I think that's what you're saying, right? It's like death isn't so bad. Death isn't always just a terrible thing. It is very, very important to life, right? We don't want everything to live forever. Imagine you being... Anyway, I'm not even going there. How death has helped me in my darkest moments, right, was I was just like, I'm so over everything. I don't even want to live anymore. I have nothing to live for at all. I have nothing to prove. I have absolutely nothing. I don't have a dollar to my name. I have nothing. And I felt like a sense of relief. Like, I don't have anything. I don't have anything to prove. I could die right now, which means I should just live. Like, it literally does the opposite for you. So, but I also empathize with people when they feel like death is their only option, that life has nothing else to offer them. I just happened to reach a different point of looking at death of like, I could just go right now, but it's also like, if I'm going to go because I have nothing else to live for, then let me live for myself. Let me give myself an opportunity because I've given everyone else an opportunity and I'm not okay.
I feel like it's when you accept it that it changes,
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a normal, valid human feeling to be like, I want to die. Like, this is too much for me. Things do get really heavy. So please take care of yourself. Like, that's when you need yourself the most. You need to be present for yourself. So be present for yourself if you are struggling with this at the moment. Growing up in the church as well, I think I feared death a lot because of, but I don't know what's going to happen afterwards. Am I going to go to heaven or hell? But I think once I was freed from that, and I just learned to accept like death is a part of life, and I don't need to be scared of death. It's going to come. It's going to happen. It helped me to live more freely, strangely, but not so strange either, because it's like, okay, it's going to happen.
May I piggyback off that? Look at us using corporate lingo and just to circle back and to touch base. But about you saying that when you let go of the idea of heaven and hell and you let that go and you freed yourself, that's exactly what we're talking about, is the ability to overcome the mental constraints that you've been put on, the chains that have held you captive for your entire life, of whether it be culture or religion or societal expectations, family expectations. That's what people don't understand. We really had to work hard to release ourselves of because it really is chaining you to a certain thing. Like, you don't believe that like you can tap dance because your uncle that one time hated tap dancing and what taught you that when you're little, and so now you have this idea, right? And when you can overcome a belief from your belief system that has held you captive for a long time, you overcome a lot and your life begins to change. And that's the little things that we did throughout our lives. And I wonder if that looks easy because it's not necessarily not always a physical thing.
Oh.
It's very mental, and people don't see it, so they don't know it.
Yeah, that's right. That's on point.
Most of our demons cannot be seen, you guys.
Yes. And that is why we got nothing to prove to anybody.
Nothing. And then if you try to, they won't believe you anyway.
Yeah.
So don't even try.
Even if we could show like our mental changes.
Bro. You can grow up in the same family as someone and they won't believe you. And it's like, it just shocks you.
So it just is what it is.
It just is what it is. Yeah. And I wonder if it's that acceptance that people are like, they make it look easy. Like, we have fought acceptance. We were resistant to acceptance of things for a long time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And y'all know what we're talking about. There are beliefs that like you have always like, ooh, there's been some cognitive dissonance within you. We're like, ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. Mm-hmm. You must overcome those things. Yeah.
Yeah, there are still some things I'm learning to accept. Accepting life on life's terms. Especially for like late 20-year-olds. There's so much pressure that we put on ourselves, and sometimes we compare ourselves to other people of different ages and stages in life. And you're like, but I should be doing this, or I should have this and do that. But it's like, get rid of all that. This is your journey. This is your life. It's special. It's different. Not anything. Like, your whole journey is not going to be the same as anybody else's. So, yeah, not being so hard on ourselves and not feeling like we always need to be in control of our life and what we're going through in this season. I'm talking to myself because I feel like I need to accept it. Like, I need to just flow with it and stop trying to be in control.
You know, I agree. And about the acceptance thing, before we reached acceptance, there was a lot of things we had to process before we could just accept it, right? Mm-hmm. And I know this video was about like, oh, people think that we make it look easy. What were some things that helped you through the process? Because I believe you. I know that it was very difficult. What is an encouragement you can leave our viewers with during that season of your life? What kept you going?
Okay. Tune within yourself, trust your gut, and let go. Like, just let go. Because holding on ain't doing nothing for you, so then just let go.
Damn.
And it's easier said than done, because I'm still learning, like, to let go of the expectations that I should be this, or that it should be my turn to do this. Because, not gonna lie, but it can be hard sometimes when it's like you're my age, and I know we're both single, but like when people and friends around you, or people you know and knew, they're getting married, they have kids, they're doing well in their career, they just seem like they're thriving. But like, I don't want my season of life to be distracted by what others are doing. Mm-hmm. I want to focus on this season of life for me, for myself. Because if I don't, then I'm going to miss out on the wisdom, and I don't want to. And I also don't want to have to keep on going through this cycle until I learn. So I'm just going to try to be present and learn. But yeah, I guess just be in the present, like be in the moment, and be still, and be open to whatever you're learning in this season, even if it's shitty. Mm-hmm. Honestly, even if you feel like you're dying, go through it. Because if you reflect on everything you've already went through, there were times you thought you was gonna die, but did you? No, you're gonna be okay. And then also the accepting death part. It's like, all right, even if I do die, it's gonna be okay. I'm always gonna be okay.
It might not always be death for you. Like, that was her thing. For me. Yeah. Yours might be that like you lose a very serious person in your family, or it's something. But the letting go of things, right, that is important.
Yeah, and stop trying to control time. I think for a while I've been trying to look, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm this age, I should be married. Like, when I was younger, I thought I should be married at like 18 or 20. But no. Thank gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn is the word. What about you? Damn. What advice would you give to people who may be struggling with letting go?
Of letting go specifically?
Yeah, and accepting things for what they are.
I will say, you're going to have to let go of a lot of stuff in life. A lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of places, a lot of ideas, concepts. You will always have yourself, though. You will never not have yourself. And so the one thing that I constantly tell people is, you must love yourself through the journey. You will never be able to hit yourself into blossoming. Ever. I tried it. I tried it for 20 something years and it never worked. And all that pent up anger and sadness that I had, it only began to alchemize once I handled it with love and care. So yeah, whether you're facing like really tough moments where you're like, I'd rather die, or I don't know what to do, I'm about to lose everything, just remember, you can let go of everything in this world, but you will still have you. How much do you love you? And what are you willing to do to make sure that the only one that you actually have is well? Because you think that you have things that you can hold and keep, right? Honestly, when you die, all you have is your soul. Make sure that you tend to that. And I don't care. I know some people are like, well, blah, 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 whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't know how anyone can argue with loving yourself. That's been the only thing. You think people argue with that? Well, that's too fucking bad, because it doesn't work. I've never met anyone who hates themselves that I would want anything from. They are miserable to be around. They don't have any kind words to say. I just don't want to be in that. And the way that people speak of others is how they speak of themselves. I don't want to be in that kind of environment. Just love yourself.
Yeah, even the golden rule is like love and treat others as you love and treat yourself.
Right. In that order. Yeah. Love yourself and then love others.
Mm-hmm. I agree. That's a beautiful message and very powerful. I hope that people soak it in. And I'm heavy also on the embracing yourself and your feelings, because you feel that way for a reason. Mm-hmm. If you're feeling depressed or down or sad about it or angry about it, that's your body communicating with you, I need you. So be present for yourself. Mm-hmm. Feel it. It's painful, yeah, but it's even more painful if you don't tend to yourself and your needs.
Dude, yes. And I want to add another thing. I keep adding.
Keep on adding.
Like, when you're going through something, right, like something that's so painful, and you confide in someone who belittles what you're going through, there's going to be a part of you that is like, okay, so am I not going through something? You have to know. And you know what's going on because your soul knows the absolute truth, right? Mm-hmm. And when I was in the process of leaving my husband, my ex, I was like confiding in people. Like, I would come to you, I would go to our other sisters, and some people would be like, it's not that bad, deal with it. And some people would be like, what the fuck? You're still there. Everyone's going to have something different to say, but you know exactly what you need to do, and you need to lean in on that. And that means trusting yourself, even if everyone else disagrees with you. Because even if you disagree with me, what am I going to do? That is ultimately the most important decision I make.
Yes, I agree with you. And just to piggyback off of that, no one needs to validate you. And I feel like I only recently learned this like a year or two ago, because every little issue I had, I feel like I would go to you and then you would just kind of point me back to myself. So I'm like, you know what? Okay. So once I started doing that more, I'm like, now I can go through things first and not always have to go to you first, but like go through things first and then share with y'all about like how I went about it. Like, I'm really learning to trust myself, because like you said, like, it's just, you're the one who's going through it. Nobody else is going through it with you or for you, honestly. It's really just you. So learn to validate yourself, because if you don't, then you're going to be easily swayed by other people's thoughts and opinions. And honestly, their thoughts and opinions don't really matter. Like, yeah, they may hurt sometimes, but is it truth? Like, what matters is how you view and believe in yourself.
Dude, that reminded me of like a conversation I had with one of our brothers a few years ago, when I was like, I'm so mad about this. I can't believe he would do this to me and blah, blah. And one of our brothers was like, don't be mad about that. That pissed me off, because I don't like people trying to tell me something of what to do that is mine. Those are my feelings, my experiences, my thoughts. I don't want anyone telling me what to do with mine. And so listen to how you feel, because along the way, people are going to try to tell you what to do. Like, that's not that bad to you. Like, that's not that terrible to you. To me, I'm not willing to accept that. And so you must live life on life's terms, but you also know how you want to live your life, and then do it.
And I want to add, be okay with stillness, whether that's silence or whatever it is. I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with, because like, I still struggle with that. Like, sometimes when I'm feeling uncomfortable or whatever, I want to eat a snack. And but I'm serious.
It's gonna be serious, and that is serious.
Yeah, it is serious. But I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. Like, just be in the moment and like feel, why am I feeling this way? And you'd be surprised if you're just there in stillness with everything. You'll come to understand and learn from your triggers. Like, okay, why did that bother me? Why did that hurt? What was it about what they said? Was it the tone? Was it the words? How did that make you feel? where in your body did that hurt? Why? Did that remind you of something? And then flow from there. Like, there's so much. Like, you just need to learn to guide yourself through it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so proud of you, Holmes.
Thank you.
Even just the idea. I know a lot of people here don't really know what you've been through, but you and I have. I'm glad we've had each other throughout the journey. But I remember when you used to reach out to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, this happened. Can you give me some insight?" And then we would. And it's crazy because at that time I was winging it. I had no idea what I was doing. It's like, oh my gosh, you're asking me. Let me think. But I'm glad to see that we've grown, and now we come to each other with, this is what I did, and then we just discuss that. So we're no longer asking each other for like, what should I do?
Like, we trust ourselves now.
And I trust you that it's like, oh, well, just tell me when you figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah, I was shook. Okay, because like you and our other big sister, like when I told them I was going to quit my job, they like trusted me in my decision. I was like, whoa, I thought they were gonna pull like a big sister card and be like, we're concerned about you, you know. And but you guys were like, oh, okay, we trust you. I was like, that felt like good. Not that I needed it, because I already validated myself. I made that decision for my inner child. I already went through it with myself. It wasn't like their words could change anything. I was already gonna quit. I think I told you guys after I submitted my resignation. Yeah, because I'm like, nothing's gonna change it. This is what brings me peace. So do it for yourself. Do what brings you peace. Because at the end of the day, that's what you're going to be living with. And that's your decision you made. Can't nobody tell you nothing, because honestly, it's your life.
And also, like, you don't need validation from anyone, but it is nice to have the support of people you love, right? But it was also easy for us to support you, because I also know that you're not going to make any decision without having plans, without being secured, and without being smart. So it's like, okay, she's got it. But there are some people where if they were telling me they quit their job, I'd be like, was that the best idea? You know?
Yeah. And also, you know how like we can't make the decision for anyone else? That also comes with responsibility for people. Like, the reward is yours, but also the consequences are yours too if you are unwise with your decisions.
Yep.
So,
and there are some people who want people to make their decisions for them, so they don't have to take any accountability when it fucks up. And it's like, you know, everything, you pay a price for everything. And the price that we paid for all of our hard work is that it looks easy.
Yeah. And even if someone makes a decision for you, like when we were in toxic relationships in the past, and I remember you would tell me, I wish I could just break up with him for you.
It'd be like that, yeah.
I would want to do that for you too, but it's like, you can't.
Yeah.
They just gotta go through it. And so, but even if I did listen and do that, because some relationships were on and off, even if I did break up with someone because of a conversation I had with you or with someone else, that was temporary. I ended up going back. But when you make a decision for yourself, you know it's for yourself, and that's your peace, your decision. So do it for you. Yeah. Because it's also unloving if you put that responsibility on someone else and blame them and resent them for it. Like, that's not loving for yourself or for them.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
It's not fair.
I guess it really is the way you say things, right? Because I wonder if instead of them saying you make it look easy, I wonder if it would be different if they were like, I'm proud of you. That it's different of how people say things to you, but how they say things to you is how they view you too. So there's that. I'm out of words.
Thank you guys for joining us on this deep conversation. I know there were so many things to discuss. My mind is like, whoa, we talked about this. But it's like, how can we talk about this without also talking about all these things? And of course, there's always still more to discuss, but we'll leave it at that for today. Thank you for tuning in with us, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care.
See ya.
Yeah, it was blinking. Is it normally blinking?
I don't know, Holmes.
I think it's fine because it's still recording. Yeah, I think we're okay. She's hungry.
My stomach is growling like the cardinal.
Oh, hi, Cardinal.
Dude, he always comes to get food for his ladybird. You'll see him drop it off on the ground for her. It's so cute.
That is so sweet.
Only that cardinal comes to eat from my bird feeder.
That's the only cardinal that knows about it.
He and his wife, but
oh, I wonder if they do with friends.
I know. I guess not. I wouldn't. Would you?
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're well.
It's like a whole family thing. Remember, like how I would if I won the lottery.
Okay, true, but they're the only two birds who live in this tree.
Oh.
Yes, I wonder if he's like, dude, his wife just came.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I always pay for them to come visit.